Hello everyone and welcome back to Stat385. This would be the second video for this course. And in this video, I'm going to go over the first lab assignment. So this is the web page for week one. Welcome in syllabus. Here's start, end times of the week, resources, videos, and here we go. So this assignment will be administered through Prairie Learn. Won't count, again, it won't count towards your grade in any way. It's good. It's just good practice. Okay, so here we go. I'm going to open this in a new tab. Okay, you probably won't have all these up. Oh yeah, this is, you can see here I'm in the course. I'm course staff, so I have a lot of other things. Student view. Oh, doesn't show up because I'm actually making this video before the class is live. Okay, student view without restrictions. Okay, so you will see a screen like this, and here's the lab, writing R scripts. Okay, there's two assignments to do. Hello world, simple function add then power. There were 4 points. You can see, yeah, anyways. Okay, so I'm gonna click hello world. All right, so yeah, I'm gonna close out this message. All right, so hello world is a tradition when learning a new programming language. For the first program you write to be the hello world program, and then there's, you know, some description on what this is. Occasionally these prompts will have some links to some outside materials. Okay, so what we're gonna do is write all requested code in an R script named hello world with this name, following this naming convention. All right, in the requested file, place the following R code. So we're gonna copy this into a file with this name, and then we are going to upload it. Okay, so let's go to RStudio. Okay, here we go. I always have something open. Okay, so let's see here. Where am I? Okay, so what I want to do first is create a project, an RStudio project, which will provide a nice way to organize materials for this class. Okay, so I'm going to go to File, New Project. I'm going to place it in an existing directory. See, I already have a Stat385 directory on my desktop. And you can see in it, I have stuff from last semester or last year, website stuff, proctoring exam stuff, resources for TAs, but I don't have anything currently for this semester. So I'm going to create this project. Okay, so existing directory, desktop, Stat385, and we'll place it here. Okay, create project. So what this is going to do is now give me a nice working space for, oh, what? Do you want to close this file now? Yeah. Anyways, I moved some stuff around. So, okay. So now I have RStudio open inside my Stat385 directory on my desktop. You know, you don't need to have a Stat385 folder. You could, well, actually, no. I think it's probably good to have a Stat385 folder on your desktop or somewhere in your computer where you know where it is, and then you can place this project there. So now you can see over here, these are all the files that exist inside that Stat385 folder. Okay, great. So now what do I want to do? I want to add a, oh, wait, no, I want to add a folder for lab 00. Okay, cool. And I'm just going to go ahead and add one for quiz 002. Even though we're not going to do the quiz, we'll do it next time. Okay, great. So you can see the stuff appearing. All right, so lab, click it, and I'm going to Command-Shift-N, or go, you know, you can go to File, New File, R script, either one. Okay. All right, so I want this. This is going to be where I'm going to do my Hello World program. So I'm just going to save it, give it the name Hello World. Okay, you know what? Let's not think. Let's just copy that directly. I mean, I think I spelled it all right. Okay, good. So this is in stat385, place it in lab 0. There it is. Awesome. Okay. So you can see here I can jump between stuff in my stat385 directory. Actually, I mean, you can go outside if you want. Oops, but I don't want to actually do that. Okay. So stat385, lab 0, hello world. All right, so I have the thing open. And so in the requested file, place the following code. Let's do that. Copy it in. Okay. Sometimes I kind of like to with the space. I don't know why. Okay. Do that. Great. Okay. Let's just see if it does anything. So you can copy this over to the terminal. Actually, you know, I'm going to move this down a little bit so I have more, and move this over so I have more space in my terminal. You can do whatever you want, but I kind of like it that way. Just see what it does. Okay, so it just prints the commands hello world. Alternatively, I can hit command to return, and that'll do it too. Okay. And then this is just, you know, a way to provide a description. This hashtag and then followed by text is a comment for your code. We'll cover this stuff in more detail later, but right now we're just figuring out how to work with Prairie Learn. Okay, so now we'll drop the files. Okay, so you can see something happened. It tells you that a file which is gradable has been uploaded. It doesn't mean you get all the points. Save and grade. Okay, please work. Wait, what? I don't. Grading in progress. Oh boy. It makes me nervous every time, even though this is a pretty simple thing. Can only be graded in 1 minute. Refresh. Did you get all the points? What's happening here? All right, well, maybe I'll go. Okay, good. Is code free of illegal functions, code, and packages? Oh, good. There's partial credit. Does code run without errors? Does code produce the expected output? So I'm guessing, so under the hood, we've set it up. I've set it up so that it checks your output and makes sure that matches the actual what it should match. Okay, so here is it elite? Is it okay? So I'm gonna go back really quick to the lab policy document. Where is the easiest way to get to that? I'm gonna just go back to the website. Okay. All right, so, right. Unless otherwise specified, assume you cannot load in any external R libraries or so. Okay, so these are sort of banned words in these scripts. That's where this is coming in. Is the code free of illegal functions, code, and packages? Okay. Anyways, the other ones, does code run without errors? Does code produce expected output? So what's happening is you actually uploaded a file, a .r file that is now in the Prairie Learn system, and it will compile and run your code and then check. And then what Prairie Learn's doing is that creates its own R environment. And then there's the R environment from the solution. It's comparing those two things to make sure it actually works. So, you know, a really little subtle thing is when I was demonstrating, you know, how to, you know, run this over in the terminal by hitting Command R, it's created these new lines. This is just white space. It doesn't really matter. It won't affect the output. So it didn't actually matter when we uploaded it and ran it in Prairie Learn. Okay, great. Okay, so now let's go back. Oh, maybe too far. Lab. Okay, simple function add then power. All right. Let's see here. Okay, so we want to write all requested code in R script, name this. Okay, so let's just copy that. Make sure that we do that correctly. Okay, Command Shift N, or you can go to new file. Okay, save that. Okay, good. We have something. We have a .r file with the correct name. It's correct because I copied it. Okay, so this is not something that we know how to do yet. So you can just follow along what I do and that will be the answer. But anyways, what we want to do is write a function named, which is add and then power. Takes input these arguments and that should return something like this, a plus b in parentheses to the c power. In addition to writing the function, add the following lines of code to your file, which will run the function with various inputs and store the results. So you can get the sense that what Prairie Learn is going to be doing is it runs your code and it's going to check for these things with the same, first of all, do they have the same name? Test_1, test_2, test_3, and do these things contain the correct output from your function? So your function has to be correct. You have to have the right names for these objects. Okay, again, we'll cover this stuff. This is just, a demonstration. Okay, so we want to make a function, write a function add then power. All right, add then power equals function, 3 arguments a, b, c. Okay, great. Vector, numeric vector, okay, function ABC. Okay, now this is a pretty simple function, so I could just create it, but it's good practice to actually do some test cases. Oops, b equals 1, c equals 2. Okay, so if I do this, a plus b raised to the c power. Okay, so 3 plus 1 is 4, squared is 16. This should be 16. Okay, so that seems to actually work. So this is a simple function. This is a simple case. I don't need to, try too many more cases. So I'm just going to leave it here. So I'm going to take this and put it in. And just to be really precise, I'm going to put that in a return call. Okay. Numerous ways to do it. This is one of them. All right, so let's check this out now. And then now test our function. Okay, okay, looks like it's working. Great. Okay, so we got a function, it works. Now what's the second part of this? In addition to writing the function, add the following lines, run the test cases. Okay, there we go, copy those. Okay, so it said, so the instruction, you gotta be very precise with these instructions. So that's why I'm kind of spending a lot of time going over it. Okay, write all requested code in R script and add then power. Did that, add then power. Okay, we have the function, add then power. Slightly different naming convention, that's why we gotta be careful. Function seems to be working. Okay. And then we need to have these test cases. I just copied those over. Okay, I think that's it. Okay. Save it. Okay, everything's in my lab 00 folder in my RStudio project. Okay, I'm organized, I'm ready to go. Okay. Add then power. Okay, we got, all right, great. Got all the points. All right, so 1 point for free of illegal functions, code, and packages. Remember in the lab policy that's mentioned. We got, does code run without errors again? Do the 3 objects created contain the correct value? I knew that'd be one of them. Does the function return the correct output with random inputs? Interesting. So here, right, so this is like, did we do, well, I mean, to get these, you'll have to do things correctly, but this one's interesting. It takes the function that you've created. So we have a script on our end, which is going to take your function, with that precise name. That's why it needs to have the same name. And then it's going to have some cases where on our end, or in Prairie Learn, it's going to generate random numbers to plug into that function, and then your function has to match. Your output has to match. Okay. And that's what's going on with Prairie Learn. Great. Okay, so that is the introductory lab. It's worth, it doesn't count towards your grade, but this is familiarity with the Prairie Learn system, and you can just follow these steps here, and you're good to go. You should. I was gonna say, in the future, Never mind. I'll save that for. We haven't covered any of these concepts, so you have to actually watch these videos. Okay. All right. Well, I will see you next time with a video for the quizzes, or for the quiz for this week, and then that'll be it for week 1, and then we'll pick up next week with some content. All right. Take care. Bye.